Hey y'all, Arpeggio here. Welcome to Rising World, Season 1, Episode 8. Okay, we are back at the base still. I've been making a few things overnight. I grabbed as many sheep as I could around the place, or sheep as in the wool, and I started making a few bits and pieces. We want to get the ship made. I do need to go and get more wool though. Unfortunately, I don't have enough, so the yarn is quite expensive to make things out of. The cloth and the rope. The rope takes 8 yarn per, and the cloth takes 2 yarn per. Now, the ship, sailboat. All right, so if we want to do, so we need that's sheets. And okay, so the sail takes 4 rope. Okay, I've got 6 of those, so I've got enough for that. But it's expensive to make. And then there's the mast, which is another 8 rope. Sheets number, yeah, that's okay. So I can make all these. So let's do these. Let's get something started here. He says pulling out his sword for some reason. I don't know why that was, but anyway, we can make that. Okay. Now we can't make the mast because we need 2 more rope. I can't make that at the moment. I can make this at the loom, so I need to go to loom for that. All right, let's go over here. This guy. All right, vehicles, sailboat, variant, sail. Okay, we can do that. Right, so in the storage, we need to go to the workbench for that. Okay, let's go back there, do that. And yes, there's wolves around. Okay, that. All right, so we have all but the mast. Is that all we? Actually, that's all we need, isn't it? The mast, I think. I mean, let's just sort this out. What do we got here? So we got 2. Where's the first one? Did I not make the first sailboat kit frame A? I mustn't have. Oh, that's down there. Oh, there we go. Nearly made a second one. I wish games wouldn't put things automatically down there. I really don't like that because that's exactly how things that mistakes can be made like that. So anyway, we got this frame A, frame B, hull. Okay, so I got 5 pieces, and oops, here we go. It was just, then there was 6 total, was there? 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we just need the mast. Okay, so I need to get more rope for that. But on the same note, I also need to make the clothing. I haven't made any of this. I haven't made the fur coat yet. Lots of cloth. Okay, and more leather. So more hunting to do there. The fur boots I've still got to make, obviously, more cloth and leather. And the headgear I still haven't made either. The old woolly hay cloth there. So there's a lot of sheep need to be shorn, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sleep the rest of the night. Put this stuff away, and I'm going to go back to the mine. We're going to go get some tungsten. And if I see any sheep on the way, I'll be grabbing the wool off them. That is for sure. So I'll be back in the morning, guys. Okay, so I'm back in the cave. Now, if you look down the bottom there, I've got my coordinates, and along in the middle there, it says minus 2.3. That is the depth. So right here, pretty much, is sea level sort of thing. We need to go 200 feet below to get tungsten. So is it meters? I'm not sure if it's feet or meters. But yeah, so I will get down to where I was down to last time, and we'll continue from there, guys. Might be another mining episode the way it's going, but I did get a couple of sheep on the way. I've got 3, so I've got 15 more wool, so that's a start. That is a start. So yeah, I will. Well, let's make our way down. Let's make sure I haven't missed any iron and stuff on the way. Well, there's only going to be iron here, isn't there? So let's wander down. Oh, there's iron there. Hang on, I thought it was iron. Looked like it. Now that's not actually the way I meant to go down. There must have been a different way I went down. Anyway, we'll find our way back. I made up some wood torches too, so let's put those on here. Well, actually, you know what? I might leave the bandages there. If I happen to fall, and maybe I don't know if there's a bleed effect, but I may need to use bandages quickly if I do. So we better just be careful of that. So minus 54. So let's see how far down we did get. I bet you I was like 199. I guarantee it, guys. I'll be 199 meters down or feet down. Is it feet or meters? Let me know. I'm not sure. Or yards, for that matter. Right. So this is as far as I've lit the area, looks like. But I have dug down to here. All right, 90 metres. We've got another 100 metres to go, guys. Well, I'll do that off camera, and I'll come back when I'm close to 200 below, okay? Okay, I'm down to 139 or 140 just about, and we have two ways to go. We have that way and that way. That way is deeper. Which way do you think we'll go? Oh, 6.5 times the other. All right, I'll keep moving down until I get a bit closer to 200. Okay, so I've got a bit further down. Now each of those two ways ends up going up again. They're both sort of, actually that was a dead end, and I think this is a dead end too. So what I think I'll have to do is just keep going down and just digging down. Just keep digging. I don't know if I should follow it. I might follow it for the ways and just say that way and just see if it goes back down again. So we'll see how we go, guys. Okay, so it does go back down again. I went the left way and it does go back down again. So I just put a couple more torches down. I might have to put another one down here somewhere. Let's just dig a little bit here. Okay, all right. I'll catch up a bit later on. Well, I've not got much further down, and I'm down to 154 meters, and I think that might be tungsten, guys. I reckon we found it. So it is. All right. Nice. So may not be always 200, but certainly below 100, 150, it seems. Maybe it's 150s, maybe, at least for this cave anyway. All right, that's a start. Okay, we've got some. How much should we get out of that lot? Is that it? Yeah, 18. All right, we've got a ways to go yet then, haven't we, eh? 18's not going to get us far. Now, we didn't learn any recipes from finding that just yet, so I'll have to see what happens there with that. Not sure. It's getting a bit steep again. I'll do a little bit more mining on camera now that we've found a bit. And as I'm going along too, I'm getting better with the sledgehammer. I don't need to use it anywhere near as much as I was using it. So you can sort of make your way down without using the sledgehammer too much, or the pickaxe. Like you can sort of do it in combination, obviously, which is what I was doing, but I'm actually mining less now. There's those sounds. All right, I'll just make it a bit like that, just so I can see that's the way it's a smoother way. That's the way to go out. Let's chuck another one here. All right. Now I forget. I think someone said how far down hell was, but I forget. Is it 3? Or maybe it was 300 meters. I'm not sure. Let's see what's over the top of here, eh? I want to find some more tungsten. So I'll keep digging, guys, and I'll come back when I get some more tungsten. Okay, well, we're at 200 meters. I think it's feet. But yeah, now I haven't found any more tungsten on the way down. I found a little bit of iron. Oh, that might be tungsten there, actually. Let's work our way down there. Hope you don't mind a couple of mining episodes in a row, but I do need to obviously get more of that cloth going and yarn. Yeah, I reckon that's tungsten. All right. Let's get to a spot where we can get it nice and easy and not have to fall too far, like down in there. Yep, nice. Once I make the tungsten plates, I was thinking about once I make the tungsten plates, that's when I'll be able to, that's when I'll get more recipes, I would think, for things, and that will hopefully open things up a little bit more for us. Let's just get away up here. And now I just grab our sledgehammer. Make it a bit easier. Now I might just dig a couple out here just to give myself a bit more room to get around. What do we got here? That one. Oh, can you imagine doing this in real life, eh? Just with a pickaxe, eh? Imagine how difficult it must have been to get through caves. Oh man. And this is a game, but I mean, seriously, it's it would have been a hell of a job. All right, so we're doing a bit of a U-turn here. Okay. Now we're at 206 here. I'm going to keep going. Because if I can get down to 300, we'll soon find out what the... we might see a bit of a fiery glow, I reckon, at some point. Now, I'm just going to use the sledgehammer here. Oop, that raised me up a little bit. All right, hang on. Let's see. It's getting more dangerous, isn't it? I reckon it's getting more dangerous for sure. All right, I'm going to dig a couple out here. I just don't want to risk falling. Last thing I want to do is wake up on my bed and have to come all the way back down here again. Oh, I thought that was something down there for a second then. Yeah, let's just dig this out a little bit more. Alright, and use a sledgehammer just to soften the area a bit. Alright, I've got another sledgehammer here too, so that's okay. Alright, that's good enough. As long as we're careful, we'll be right. Yeah, me and careful. That's usually two words you use together, is it? Oh, no, not that one. Oh yeah, I think I shouldn't have taken that one out. Just to be sure. Let's just do that. There we go. Done. Alright. Now. Alright, well I'll keep digging down, guys, and we'll see how far we can go. Well, I got down to 211 and my pickaxe broke. I didn't realise I didn't have another one on me, so we have to go back, unfortunately. But we got some tungsten, so that's the main thing. So I will see you guys back at the base, and we will head down further in a future episode. But I do want to get that boat done as well, the sailboat done. We'll head back to base now, and I'll see you there. Okay, we're back at the base. Nighttime again. I did get some wool along the way back from the sheep, and I did make some yarn. And alas, excuse the darkness for the moment, but alas, where are we? Unfortunately, I'm one rope away. It's cruel. This game is cruel. Plus, I haven't made the clothing yet, so I've got to make cloth as well. So I'm going to have to go on a big sheep hunt off camera, guys. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about it. But tungsten. All right, let's get this part done. No, that's a chest. This is a workbench. I need more lighting here too, don't I? And I need to fix up my base completely. Tungsten. Okay, one tungsten ingot. Okay. Of course, I've got to chuck the stuff in here, don't I? Of course I do. All right, where are you? Coal, tungsten. We end up with 25. Well, it's better than none, guys. It is better than none. All right, so on you go. That's it. Oh, no, a bit more. That's it now. All right, turn you on. Okay, you're going. All right, well, let that go, and I will come back when that is finished. Okay, that is done. All right, turn you off, let you cool down, and we'll see what we can make out of tungsten shortly, eh? I did light up the place a little bit more too. Put a couple more torches down there, a couple there, another one there, and one there. So we can see a bit better now, guys. Did hear a wolf howl before though too, so I'm a little bit worried. I need to seal this off. Yes, I know. I'll get around to it. All right, you should be cool now. Okay. And grab it all. For some reason you have to grab one and then you have to hold the well, for mouse control, but the use button down, and then it gives you the option to pick them all up. All right, let's have a look and see what we can do now. Tungsten sheets, max. Yeah, we'll do max. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just do 10. Let's do 10. There we go. Okay, so no recipe has shown up. That's a shame. I thought I would have got a recipe out of that. Maybe I can only use this on the modern workbench, which unfortunately needs the aluminium. So yeah, we'll be going there. But I need to get off camera. I will do some more sheep shearing. I'll scour the land for sheep, and I'll get some more, and we'll get that done next time when I come back. We'll make up the ship. We will make up the sailboat, make up the clothing, and we will head. Oh no, this one. There we go. We're going to head to here. Head through here. I guess we're going to launch the boat somewhere. Somewhere here. Go across here. Come out through there, and I'm going to pull up somewhere here, I reckon. and we'll set up a base. Obviously I've got to take some stuff with me too to get things going as well, so I've got to make a list of things I'll need. You're welcome to put a list down if you want to of things I'll need, the mounts and all that sort of stuff. It's save me the old calculations, but that's fine, I can work it out if not. But yeah, so we'll set up there, and we will take it from there. So, all right, guys, I'm going to leave it there for now. So, thanks a lot for joining. If you enjoy the content, it'd be great if you can like and subscribe. If you haven't already, hit the notification bell, share with your friends, make a comment or two, make a donation if you wish. I do have a link to my donation page in the description below. There's also a thanks button there as well, one on your phones too. If you wish to support the channel further, it'd be great if you click on the join button below the video to join as a member. Alternatively, you can go to my channel page. There's a link to join there as well, a link to my Discord, and a link to my Buy Me Coffee page. So thanks again, guys, come along, and I will catch you all on the next one. See you later.